Before we go boldly where no bunny has gone before, a quick reminder to not bring up future episodes, plot points, characters, or guest actors so I can have a spoil-free experience with Star Trek. And please don't tell me if something's good or bad before I watch it, okay? Thank you. Also, the full watch-alongs are available on my Patreon page. Hello everyone, today we're getting back into Star Trek. As we do, we are watching episode 11 of season 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation, and this episode is called Contagion. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the comments.
I'm running a grave risk by taking the Enterprise into the neutral zone.
Ooh.
Those malfunctions which have been plaguing our sister ship. Perhaps with both crews working together, we can eliminate the problems before our presence is detected by the Romulans.
Oh, neutral zone Romulans. Okay, I'm ready.
Transmission from the
It
Yamato,
looks
sir.
just like us. I guess that's why that's our sister ship.
Donald,
Hello.
I only hope your people are able to help us. The malfunctions are becoming serious. We lost an engineering team, 18 people.
Oh no.
They're affecting every system simultaneously. It's like the ship suddenly decided to fall apart. Beginning to make me think that we should have run these Galaxy-class ships across a few more drawing boards before we built one.
Well, ours has been fine.
Donald will get our teams to work on it immediately.
So what are they doing in the neutral zone?
Rumors about a couple of archaeological digs that started making the Iconians sound a lot less like legend. I did a little investigating and I located their homeworld.
Donald, that was quite a risk to run to satisfy archaeological curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
The risk would be in allowing the Romulans to locate Iconia.
Did he run this by the higher-ups?
There is an energy buildup in the Yamato's engineering section.
How long did it take Worf to get his makeup and everything on every day, I wonder?
Donald, come in!
Oh my god, what?
Shields up.
No life readings, sir.
Yeah, I could have told you that. What a
Captain,
traumatic thing to witness.
Another vessel is coming within sensor range. It is Romulan.
Did the Romulans shoot them? Well, that was Picard's good friend over there.
To seek out new life and new civilizations.
Contagion is what it's called. Maybe it's more of a hardware virus as opposed to a human virus. Because something was going wrong with their ship. I don't know.
The Yamato's entire crew and their families. More than 1,000 people have been lost.
1,000 people.
Romulan vessel, explain your illegal presence in the neutral zone.
Explain yours.
Yeah, we're one to talk.
Had we chosen to exercise our right to defend the neutral zone, we would not have stopped with one starship. You will leave at once.
Our presence in the neutral zone is provocative. It could force her to respond.
They shouldn't be here either, though. I don't know why we're always the bad guys when we're in the neutral zone and the other party is also in the neutral zone. I guess we were probably there first, though. And they're just here as a response to our presence.
What we witnessed was an uncontrolled and catastrophic matter-antimatter mix.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it.
And so there is no evidence that a weapon was used.
No, sir. None.
What could have caused such a catastrophic malfunction?
Sabotage?
There may be a design flaw in a Galaxy-class starship.
So the same thing might happen to us, if that's the case.
Would it not be prudent to withdraw?
If it is a design flaw, we're better to stay where we are and give Geordi time to work on it. And what happened to the Yamato could happen to us. Access Captain Donald Varley's personal log. Locate entries containing words Romulan and or Iconian.
Oh, right, the Iconian.
My engineers have examined it, but are completely baffled by its technology.
Oh, maybe something they brought aboard the ship somehow caused that to happen.
My first officer is questioning the wisdom of my order to violate the neutral zone. Should this advanced technology fall into the hands of the Romulan, we might as well dock our ships. We've been spotted by a Romulan cruiser, but after playing hide and seek through several solar systems, I think I've managed to elude them.
Apparently not.
The Iconian probe scan.
They were being probed by something on the planet?
It's infuriating to be stopped at the threshold of a dream by one's own ship. We're leaving orbit to rendezvous with Picard. I must convince him to continue this exploration. The future well-being of the Federation may well depend upon it.
Seems dangerous. Oh, that's concerning. We haven't even gone near the planet, have we?
There was a reference in Captain Varley's personal log to a probe that scanned the Yamato.
Aye, sir, we have a visual record.
Looks like a mini planet Earth.
When the Yamato was probed, where was she?
In orbit around a planet at coordinates 227 Mark 359, sir.
That would put us substantially close to the Romulan side of the neutral zone.
We're going to assume the Yamato's mission and risk a war. Perhaps prevent one.
Prevent? I'm confused, Picard.
Sir, may I speak with you a moment? It's about the Iconians, sir. I was told they were just a myth.
No, the Iconians are certainly real. Legend has it that they traveled without the benefit of spaceships, merely appearing out of thin air on distant planets.
Sounds like magic.
Like a long-range transporter?
Why don't we talk about what really brought you here?
It's the Yamato, Captain. All those people.
That's tough for somebody so young to see and to come to terms with.
How you handle it so easily.
It's not easy.
Oh, no, not easily. We handle it because we're trained to, as you will be. Tea Earl Grey hot. If ever the time comes when the death of a single individual fails to move us.
That's when you start to worry. That is not hot Earl Grey tea. It's like a bird of paradise flower. Very pretty. But not tea.
It's a series of system failures. So far, they are random.
And we're not even near the planet. That's so weird, but we were near the Yamato.
I've been reviewing the Yamato's log, and I think that alien probe may have had something to do with her problems.
If it was the probe, that explains the Yamato.
What about us?
I need time.
Forge,
We may not
time
have
is
it.
one thing we do not have in abundance.
I mean, we were in visual and audio contact with the Yamato, so maybe that's how it got to us somehow.
Magnify.
Is that Iconia?
Captain Varley died believing that it was.
Did you see that?
Yeah, there was a light.
Projectile launch from the planet's surface.
A probe?
Its size and composition match the probe which scanned the Yamato, sir.
Must be some sort of automated system.
A probe has been launched from Iconia. I'm going to capture it.
No, sir, wait! Captain! Captain!
Oh, and the comms just went down. And the doors aren't kick the door down. Oh no. Oh, jeez. What happened? It's spinning? The elevator? Oh! Oh my god. Busy lifting drinks. He has to burp and then he'll get down. Oh no, he lost his visor.
Tractor beam ready, sir.
Oh, dang. He's not
Destroy
alright.
the probe, sir, quickly!
Fire! Welcome to the bridge, Mr. LaForge.
Thanks.
That probe was a transmitter sending an alien computer program.
A virus.
We have two completely incompatible computer systems trying to interact.
But we weren't scanned by that probe. Then how did this thing get aboard the Enterprise?
We downloaded the Yamato log, and contained in the log was the program.
Oh, okay.
The program affected all of the Yamato systems simultaneously. But with us, it was deposited within a specific section of our mainframe, so it's having to work its way out from that location.
So if the probe scanned us and sent that virus over to the whole system, then...
The injury reports are increasing too, sir.
People running into doors, getting spun around in elevator shafts.
We're sitting on a bomb that could go off any second, or maybe never.
The biobeds aren't working.
Hi,
The ship
Pulaski.
is falling apart.
The knitter isn't working.
Try a splint.
Doctor?
You take 2 flat pieces of wood or plastic, a bandage. The broken limb is kept immobile.
That's crazy. That's not practicing medicine.
Oh, yes, it is. Jump to it.
Bones would say it was primitive and gruesome.
If I can directly access the master program.
Inhuman. Oh, thank you. maybe a little bit too rough.
This is yet another example of how our actions have random results.
Thanks, Data. I noticed.
So we just sit here and watch our ship disintegrate around us?
The probe was launched from Iconia, probably from an automated system.
Right.
There may be records near the launch site.
Are we gonna go down to the
I'll
planet?
arrange an away team.
Yes, away
I'll lead it.
team.
Sir, we've had this conversation 100 times.
The Enterprise is yours.
For as long as she lasts.
Let Picard go have some fun.
For the moment, this baby's working. But that could change in an instant.
We're aware of the risks. Energize.
I mean, it's just as risky to stay on the ship at this point, so...
Commander, Romulan vessel.
I was gonna say, where did the Romulans go?
Mr. Crusher, I need those shields.
I'm trying, sir.
They're firing! Instead of firing, they suddenly disarmed and canceled.
Fate protects fools, little children, and ships named Enterprise.
Did they have a malfunction too?
Sir, the shields are back up. Sir, the shields are back down.
Phaser banks are down.
Shields are back up.
If it should become necessary to fight, could you arrange to find me some rocks to throw at them?
Sir, the Romulan torpedoes are continuing to arm and disarm.
Perhaps this attempt to fire was unintentional. Open hailing frequencies.
Okay, sounds like they're dealing with similar problems.
I have claimed this planet for the Romulan Empire. You will withdraw, or I will be forced to destroy your ship and your away team.
You could try. Nah. They tried to cloak and...
Final warning. I will not...
Having a little trouble with your systems, Commander?
You're stalling for time.
Sir, another probe launched from the planet, heading toward the Romulans.
Destroy that probe!
Oh. Okay. I think they're safe. As safe as we are anyways. Which isn't very safe.
Sub-Commander Taurus is deeply frustrated, probably because her ship is as crippled as the Enterprise.
Really? She's frustrated. Never would have guessed.
Maintain red alert and try to keep those shields up in case Taurus decides to act on her threat.
What about the away team? With the shields up, we can't beam them back.
If we're destroyed, we also can't beam them back, Wesley.
Mr. Data, let's see what sense we can make of this.
Aye, sir.
This is very reminiscent of Dynastian.
There are also similarities to Dewand and Ikabar.
See if we can reconstruct a common root language.
Accessing, sir. I've constructed a basic working understanding through a comparison of common root words. This would appear to be manual override.
What?
That was not manual override.
Oh, it's like a doorway.
Is this how the Iconians traveled?
Looks to
Crossing
be.
light years as easily as we would cross a room?
That's so crazy.
Maybe they didn't all die in the bombardment. Some of them could have passed through this.
Oh, true.
The Romulans could use this technology as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing in this room to indicate it was used as a military command center.
But the probe was hostile.
We can't make that assumption.
No, it didn't. It didn't do it on purpose.
My instincts tell me that we may have got them wrong.
But we do know the Iconians were conquerors.
But that knowledge was passed down by the descendants of those who attacked this world. The victors invariably write the history to their own advantage.
True.
Sir.
But shouldn't we still... I mean, if the Romulans got a hold of it, that would still be bad.
Was that really the Enterprise?
Gentlemen, we have a way home.
Ah, I have access.
Huh. Oh. That's not good.
Are you all right?
Now, does he have the virus?
No, I am damaged. The Iconian program is attempting to rewrite my software.
Oh, gosh.
Without him, we have no hope of deciphering the program.
Well, this is a big mess.
The next time the Enterprise appears, go through it with data. Geordi will be able to learn from him, maybe help him. Destroy the tricorder. This control room and its technology must not be allowed to fall into Romulan hands. How do I do it? How do I destroy everything?
But we didn't learn anything, did we? Didn't we come here to try to learn how it works?
Probes, sir.
I launch the probes.
Doors, sir.
Doors.
Perhaps the probes are in a launch bay.
And if the doors are closed, then the backwash from the rockets will spill into the power grids and there'll be an overload. But the doors will open automatically when the launch begins. And I will override.
Correct.
But we don't know which one is override.
How do I override the doors?
Blue, blue, blue.
I hope that's not a stutter.
Romulans.
Almost time.
Were those the Romulans?
You will be killed.
I'll go through the gate.
But where will you end up?
Very shortly. Anywhere will be preferable to this room.
Oh my gosh. Maybe he'll end up on the Romulan ship. But the Enterprise is still in danger. We haven't here. Go. It doesn't last long.
Commander, look. What? We must take data to engineering.
I am feeling like this episode is a bit long for the plot that's going on right now. Like, if the story feels a bit stretched out.
We had an expert, a medic, somebody. It's gone.
Gone?
Ganda,
What happened?
He cleared the Iconian program from his system. How?
There was an incompatible program running through Data's system, so the mechanism started searching for a way to keep him alive. The solution was a shutdown and a total wipe of all affected memory.
Turn it off and on again.
But it will have to be a complete shutdown. We turn her off and effect a wipe of the Amato log. I'll then be able to reload all the ship's programs from the protected archives in the main core.
If we shut down, that means we're going to be bringing down the shields.
And what about life support?
Hey, Commander, whether it's Romulan phases or our own warp engines, we're just as dead.
Mm-hmm.
Make it so.
May I help?
Data seems a little bit like he's still coming back up to speed.
Ganda, Obar. Ganda.
Lock on to Captain, bring him back.
Scanning, sir. Got him.
But he's about to move.
Ganda, air.
He's going to go to the Romulans. I was hoping this would happen. Okay, I'm excited again. Their shoulder pads are crazy.
You sabotaged my ship. I cannot deactivate the auto-destruct. But at least I have the satisfaction that you will die with us.
Not, I think, today, Commander.
Okay, we gotta help him now.
Commander Torres, prepare to receive a transmission from our chief engineer. He'll instruct you how to purge your system.
Standing by.
Now, Mr. Data, warp speed, please.
I can see why you want to keep the away missions to yourself. That's where the excitement is.
He got a little bit of a rush there, huh? Adrenaline rush.
So, what's been happening here? Same old routine, I suppose?
Oh, wow, that wrapped up really fast. Oh, the pacing of that episode was a little bit strange to me. Huh. Okay, I liked the premise of the episode, but yeah, like I mentioned, it felt like kind of really drawn out to me until the last like 2 minutes of the episode, and then things like got really exciting and then wrapped up really quickly. I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite episodes of this season of TNG so far, but it was still pretty good. There was still a lot to enjoy from that episode. We got to learn about a new advanced alien species and see a little bit of their technology that they left behind. And that doorway portal thing, the gateway, was really, really cool. Very reminiscent of Stargate, which I watched the movie pretty recently. That movie came out after this season of Star Trek, I believe. Yeah, because that was in the 90s. We're still probably like late 80s here. It was cool that we got to see the Romulans. We got to interact with them a little bit. We got to see their ship again. I do feel like entering the neutral zone without getting the okay from Starfleet is pretty risky and careless. But that's just, I view everything in TNG from the mindset of TOS. And I feel like Kirk would never enter the neutral zone unless it was absolutely necessary or an accident, or if he was under command from Starfleet, like in the Enterprise incident. Is that the right one that I'm thinking? Yeah, where he kind of like went undercover for Starfleet into the neutral zone for the technology, the cloaking technology of the Romulans. I mean, how long has this planet been in the neutral zone? And the Romulans never found it? And now that we found it, we think that they're going to find it? Well, only because we're there, probably. Otherwise, they probably would. Like, what are the chances? So it's like, what's the rush? Yeah, maybe I understand that if the Romulans got a hold of the technology before us, and that would be bad, but it just feels like it would be really improbable for the Romulans to happen to find it at the same time that we found it, unless we lured them to it by our presence there. I mean, the planet's been abandoned for like 200,000 years. I don't know. That kind of bothers me, how they're just like, let's just go into the neutral zone. Let's not contact Starfleet. I don't know. Maybe it would take too long for a transmission to go out to Starfleet. I'm still kind of fuzzy about those kind of details. Anyways, how about the good stuff? Again, we saw the Romulans. I liked the little moment that we had with Wesley, showing that he is not as trained as the other officers. Definitely things will hit him harder and he'll be more affected by them because he hasn't had the training that everyone else has had. Obviously, they're still feeling the emotions, but they're putting them secondary to doing their duty. And with Wesley, since he hasn't really been trained to do that, it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to focus on what he needs to be doing in the immediate and save thinking about all those people for when the danger has passed. I also really liked the scene where Geordi was being flung around in the elevator. That was really entertaining. Not to make light of the situation that he was in, very scary at the time, but looking back, quite funny to see him just being flung around like that. We also got to go down on the planet with Picard and Worf and Data and trying to decipher their technology, their language, in order to figure out a way to reverse the process of this computer virus taking over. But instead of learning anything useful there, we got to see their really cool technology. Again, reminded me very much of Stargate, as well as Data gets infected by the virus, which actually ended up being a good thing because they were able to figure out the way to reverse the damage that was done to the ship from this virus by looking at how Data's programming was able to deal with it. And I guess looking back on it, this solution seemed pretty obvious, but I wasn't thinking about it. But it's kind of like when we rewind on someone's transporter pattern, kind of like shut everything down, go back to a previous save state, a previous version, and just do it like that. Seems pretty simple. And then finally, Picard suddenly appearing on the Romulan ship, only to be whisked away almost immediately with that smug smirk on his face. You know, he really had a good time on his little away mission, didn't he? But yeah, I'm curious what you guys think about this episode. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is probably one of the more forgettable ones. At least I feel like it will be to me. But yeah, it was all right. Not too much else to say. Let me know what you guys think again, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.